So in today's video, we're going to teach you guys how you can double your coins every week investing in silvers. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So in today's video we are going to be talking about how you can invest in silvers. We're going to be talking about the different sort of silvers you can buy. We're going to be talking about how you can find out who to buy. We'll be talking about the buy times and the sell times, and yeah, just showing you guys the overall trend. So this trend occurs because of the supply and the demand of silvers. Most importantly, silvers used for objectives and silvers that are just meta. So the demand for these is basically consistently through the week, but the supply of these consistently changes. So the reason that the supply consistently changes is because on a Thursday we go and get ourselves marquee matchups. Now because we go and get ourselves marquee matchups, there are a lot of packs that are now being, I guess, opened because of there being rewards from marquee matchups. So we're going to scroll to marquee matchups right here to the end, I believe it is. There we go. We can see that marquee matchups gives us a small prime mixed players pack, a mixed players pack, a prime mixed players pack, a small prime gold pack, and then for completing the whole thing, I think it was just a 25k pack. Which means from this, we've got ourselves 2 silvers, we've got ourselves another 4 silvers, and we've got ourselves another 8 in total. So we've got 8 silvers being supplied, and then consistently through the week there are 0 silvers being supplied because EA this year seem to be extremely scared of giving us generic SBCs. So what does this mean? Well, this means once a week there are 8 silvers supplied, and then they're not supplied throughout the whole week. Which means if I go and show you one of the expensive silvers for the likes of objectives or just using in people's teams, I can show you the trends. So right here we've got Frank the Tank. Obviously he was a gold card last year, silver card the year before, and he's back to being a silver. But this means that there is some good demand for him. Now if we look at the demand going in from, let's say, Saturday into midweek, we can see it was 4k, and it got up here on Wednesday at 7k because it was being used for objectives. But then what we can do is we can see that on Thursday afternoon, especially later on, we can see that he dropped. He dropped from 5.5k and he got all the way down here Saturday down to the likes of 1.9k. But what's happened slowly through the week is he's gone up and up and up. And that's happened because over the weekend people were doing the marquee matchups, and because people were doing the marquee matchups over the weekend, the card halved in price. But then what it did is it slowly doubled in price through the week as people were doing objectives. We can find this trend happen with any of the well-demanded silvers, so there's another one right here. So again, we see his price, we see that he's expensive, and then we see Thursday, we've got marquee matchups, and before marquee matchups he's 4.8, and then after marquee matchups he's down at 2k. So he's halved in price. Now again, he was cheap through to Saturday again, but then what happened was he slowly rose from 1.9k and going all the way up here to 2.8k. So it didn't rise as well, got up here to 3k, went up 50% in 24 hours. And again, there's just plenty of players you can go and use for this. So if you want to go and find what players to go and use for this, what you're going to do is you are going to go to players, you're going to go to PGP, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go version. You're then going to go silver, all silvers, and then you're going to click on games. This is going to show you the most used silvers, and arguably if the cards are heavily used, then we should see good fluctuations. So let me go and grab a few of the cards that I know there's good fluctuations with. So for example, we start here with Eafc, and again, Eafc was 4k before Thursday, went down to 700, and he's rebounded about 4 times, well, he's basically almost quadrupled in price between marquee matchups and what he is today. We then move to Weyer. Hey boom boom, Weyer went from 1.3k and has rebounded to 2.6k during the week. We then got a Tal, 1.8k, and then has rebounded to 4k, so again over doubling. And then we got to Eafc Samuel, who was 3k and rebounded here to give or take 5k. So you can see, as long as there is no Electrum pack coming via generic SBC during the week, if you go and buy Thursday after marquee matchups, not directly, but we'll say about 10 PM all the way probably through to Friday midday, if you hold through the week, because these cards are used for objectives, or just, you know, people using silver cards, these cards rise and rise and rise, because we go from there being a flood of supply with marquee matchups to then there being no supply, no supply, no supply, and the cards go up and up and up. And once again, how you can go and find these players is heading over to Footbin, going PGP, then sorting via games, Obviously, make sure you select silvers, and it'll show you the most used cards. Ideally, I wouldn't go with anyone who's like cheap. I'd only go with players who are 2k plus, because anything below 2k, in theory, hasn't really rebounded well, which shows a lack of demand. Alternatively, what you can do is you can go here and scroll over PlayStation, and you can look at 5 to 10k players. Because even if these cards are not used the most, these cards are expensive. And again, all you got to do is make sure that the trend occurs with them. So we look at the likes of Tell right here. Can we see the trend occurred with Tell? Not really. I guess maybe he's not in the game or something like that. It's a bit of a weird trend. Let's go back over here. So we got someone like Mikeda. Doesn't have crazy amount of games played, but does he follow the trend? Let's have a little look. Well, yes, on Thursday he is likes of 9k. He then went down to 3.5k, and then throughout the week has rebounded there to 5.5. And can we go and grab the likes of Day? Again, let's have a look at Day's trend. He dropped here on the Thursday down to 3k and then rebounded near 6k. So you can see the trend is very, very prominent, very consistently across the board. Now again, this does rely on there being no Electrum packs via the likes of generic SBCs, but once again, EA is scared of releasing generic SBCs. Now there is one other set of players that work, and these are players used for objectives. Now this week we did go and get players needed for objectives, which were Team Pursuit, and we can see there was Silver and then Silver La Liga Woman, Silver Eredivisie and Silver Serie A. Now these cards rebounded really, really well. The Silver Serie A went down to 400 and rebounded to 900. The Eredivisie went down to 500 and rebounded to 1.1, 1.2. The Spain La Liga Women went down to 600, rebounded to a K. So there are pretty decent rebounds on these cards. So when do you buy these cards? You're looking to buy these cards about 10 PM on Thursday, anywhere through to probably 10 PM on Friday, just because you've got people who store their marquee matchup packs. When are you going to go and sell these cards? You are going to go and sell these cards Wednesday after 6 PM, or just Wednesday, or whenever you need coins. You know, the cards are going to passively rise between Thursday to Wednesday, so you sell your coins if you think you've got a better investment, if not. Now, what you can also do is listen for lazy buyers consistently through the day. Now, how do you know what to listen for lazy buyers? Just listen at what they maxed out the week before. So, for example, let's say a towel goes from 4k to 2k again. Just list them at 4k and you might go and get some bites and be able to sell on the card nicely and give yourself some more coins to trade with. Again, the only thing you're ever worried about is them releasing generic SBCs, because they release tradable Electrum and mix packs, sometimes, not all the times, which would go and drop these cards again. But we're going to presume they're not going to drop any of them because they didn't drop any for the first week of RTTK, and we doubt they'll drop them for the second week of RTTK. That is about all she wrote. I say it's a really nice trend. Worked really well last week. I think it'll work very, very well this week, especially if we go and get ourselves more objectives needing silvers today. But that is that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.